Hi, I'm Mike, here with you for Studio 35's video review of Persona 5 Strikers, a spin-off in the series. With over 2 million monthly users, Eniba is the best place to buy your Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, and Steam gift cards for all their subscriptions at the lowest prices. Use our link and find your price. With the release of Persona 5 Strikers, the Persona 5 series has officially made its debut in the PC gaming market. However, sadly, the original Persona 5 game is still not playable on PC. Persona 5 Strikers was actually officially launched in February of 2020, but the worldwide release only happened a few days ago. Unlike the original Persona 5 Strikers is a hack-and-slash fighting game in which you fight against your enemies and kill them in real time. One thing that I absolutely love about Persona 5 Strikers is the fact that it is extremely well built despite being a spin-off. The game could almost be seen as a direct sequel to Persona 5. Let us take a closer look at all the different elements of Persona 5 and how they work out on PC. The gameplay mechanics are really what make Persona 5 Strikers stand out as a part of the Persona series. The gameplay can look a bit similar to the original Persona 5, but it also features tons of changes that make it unique and interesting. Of course, as we mentioned before, the fighting is not turn-based anymore. The hack-and-slash element fits quite well in a Persona game, and you will definitely love to butcher all the enemies in your path. Usually the enemies are small fries and easy to beat, but occasionally you'll have to face some stronger opponents that will force you to play the game very carefully. You can change between all the Phantom Thieves without any kind of problems, and all of them bring in their own sets of unique combos and attacks to the table. One thing that we didn't like too much is the fact that the fighting sequences can get a bit boring and repetitive as you keep on killing the same enemies. Getting out of the combat, you'll find that roaming around in the cities will provide you with a sense of nostalgia if you've played the original Persona 5. Sadly, the cities are still a tad bit boring in our personal opinion, as all you can do is interact with a few NPCs and shop for items. While the gameplay of Persona 5 Strikers is something that we really loved, the same can't be said regarding the story. Now don't get us wrong, the story of Persona 5 Strikers is so exciting that it doesn't even seem like a spin-off, and that is exactly where the problem lies. The events in this game happen a few months after the original Persona 5, and you will definitely find yourself extremely lost if you haven't played the original Persona 5. Persona 5 Strikers does not give you proper context for everything that is happening in the game, and it throws in a lot of references to the events of the previous games. Atlus has tried its best to market Persona 5 Strikers as a standalone title, as it is the only game in the Persona 5 series that has been released for PC. However, the company has not quite succeeded. From hoodies to hats and mugs to pillows, make a statement in style at the Studio 35 merch store. Get 10% off your first order by visiting our link in the description. As for the story itself, it is absolutely amazing. You'll definitely love Persona 5 Strikers if you have played the original Persona 5 game. All of our favorite characters from the previous game return in this spin-off, and they're all going on a road trip. While the story in this game can get a little serious at times, Persona 5 Strikers tries to create a very carefree environment for the player. All of our favorite Phantom Thieves are just as lovable as ever, and their personalities have drastically developed after the tragic events of the previous game. All the characters are a bit more mature and interesting. Visually speaking, Persona 5 Strikers looks just as good as the original Persona 5 game. All the visual aesthetics have been retained by Studio Atlus. While the level designs are not as creative as the original Persona 5 in our personal opinion, Persona 5 Strikers still does a pretty good job at creating breathtaking environments. One thing that we'd like to complain about regarding the visuals is that Atlus should have tried to give us more visual improvements while retaining the same art style. For the most part, Persona 5 Strikers looks just like Persona 5. Persona 5 Strikers is a must-play game for all the fans of the Persona series. However, if you're new to the series, then this might not be the perfect game for you. We would recommend that you should play the original Persona 5 first, then play the spin-off. And that was Studio 35's video review of Persona 5 Strikers. What are your thoughts regarding the game? Have you played it already? Would you recommend this game to your friends? And while you're here, why don't you like this video as it makes our content more visible? And if you like what we do here and you do want to catch future content, you can subscribe to the channel. Sharing this video across all your favorite social media platforms is also extremely highly appreciated by our team. If designing your own PC is your jam, Cybertron is for you. Customize your rig to your heart's content using our link.